screen is dark, the server calls my name, awaiting the spark that ignites the digital flame. I see the race is standing, ancient, proud and free, 100 destinies awaiting me. I choose the heavy armor, I choose the axe of war, a path untraveled I've never walked before. The parameters are set, the avatar now sleeps, while the ancient code a watchful vigil keeps. From humble beginnings, a legend will ascend, a million hidden quests that know no end. I offer up my choice to the world unknown, a seed of self in digital soil sown. I hear the hand of creation, the calling of the code. A new soul enters the land, carrying a massive load. The fate is chosen, the path is bright and true. Let the digital sun shine on all that I will do. A new journey, thus the world defined. The light breaks through the fog of the starting zone. The first few steps taken on cobblestone. The compass spins wildly, the map is blank and vast. The feeling of freedom that's built to always last. I grip the hilt of the weapon I now possess, driven by wonder and nothing less. I see the first signpost marking the way ahead, leaving behind all the words that were left unsaid. I step into the fiction, I make the choice real, surrendering to the way this world makes me feel. A brand new life begins with the click of a final key. sons of the great keep rise up into the clouds, lost in the countless faces of the digital crowds. Merchants shout their wares, bright banners softly sway. This living, breathing world began for me today. I read the first quest scroll, a task both small and true, to slay a harmless beast in pastures wet with dew. The green zone stretches out past the low wooden gate, 1,000 empty steps where destiny awaits. I clutch the weapon tightly, fearing the unknown fight, leaving the safe town and stepping towards the light. The scale of the map, too grand to comprehend. This road is long, a journey that may never end. I walk the fresh streams where innocence grows. This is the hallowed ground where all the legends are found. I greet the first sunrise up on the coated hill. This thrilling new beginning gives my pounding heart a chill. The world is open, the path begins. I see the first small creature standing in the grass, my weapon raised and trembling, praying I can pass. The buttons flash brightly, the sequence starts to spin. My first clumsy attack, where the true struggle can begin. The numbers jump from high, a critical failure shown, a small lesson learned, standing here alone. I heal the tiny wound, I breathe and try again, realizing the game is played by better men. I see the distant mountain peaks, cloaked in ice and stone. That is the far-off place where true strength is known. I am weak and small now, but the fire is inside, to cross that harsh horizon with nowhere left to hide. I walk the frozen where innocence is crowned. This is the hallowed ground where all the legends
message flashes brightly upon the lower screen. A name I do not know, a face I've never seen. A sudden plea for grouping, for strength against the foe, to step from lonely paths where only shadows grow. I press the key of yes, the compact has been sealed. The private channel opens, true intentions are revealed. We stand now side by side, our colors merged as one. The grinding of the monster is finally overcome.
The power multiplies, the experience flows fast. The loneliness is broken, the solitary life is past. To stand alone is weakness, to fight as five is might.
We share the common purpose in the fading digital light.
We forge the code of the body, a promise carved in stone. No hero leaves the battlefield to fight the dark alone. The shared loose anchor, the word is all we keep. A pact among the living, while the forgotten ones sleep. Honor the promise,
Never betray. But then the whisper surfaced, the greed behind the eyes. When rare and potent treasure descends from smoky skies, a selfish player breaks rank, abandoning the vow, claiming the prize unjustly and vanishing right now. I see the flash of anger, the hurt and quick despair, a harsh reality that life is never fair. This world is not just monsters, but the hearts of men who play. Betrayal is the darkness that will not go away. Then I find the quiet soul who waits when others flee, who heals the fatal wound and shares the bounty free. A simple act of honor, a gesture true and bright, a flicker of true loyalty in the overwhelming night. I learned to trust the few and guard against the lie. The social contract written beneath the wide digital sky. We forge a code of the potter, a promise carved in stone. No hero leaves the battlefield to fight the dark alone. The shed loose sacred, the word is all we keep. A pact among the living, while the forgotten ones sleep. Honor the promise, never betray. Never betray. The last familiar quest giver has nothing left to tell.
The level cap has lifted, I have escaped the spell. My gear is new and polished, the numbers shine like glass. The easy path of grinding quickly now did pass. I leave the gentle river, the green and grassy plain, where every little victory was free from doubt and pain. A foolish pride is swelling, a hunger to advance. I think I know the answers. I seize the final chance. The map before me splits, the roads are etched in smoke. The border guard is silent, the final word is spoke. A warning on the wind of sand and poisoned air, a place where low-level heroes would perish in despair. I'm marching to the blighted wastes beneath the crimson sun. The easy days are over, the true ascent begun. My skills are sharper, my armor heavy and cold, but the scale of the challenge is worth more than silver or gold. Forward, move out the journey cold. The mobs no longer crumble beneath a single strike. They gather in a pack, they fight with all their might. My health bar drops like lightning, the danger is too near. The arrogant assumptions vanish with the fear. The landscape stretches endless, a desert made of gray. 100 zones unseen, hidden far away. I thought I knew the limits, I thought I held the key, but this immense complexity has homed the The game is not a circle, it's an ocean dark and deep, with hidden scripts and secrets the silent servers keep. A lore I overlooked, a mechanic I despised, now holds the vital knowledge I foolishly disguised. I am still a novice, though my level is high, lost beneath the wide and digital sky.
I turned my back upon the waste where pride was torn away. My shiny gear was useless at the close of that dark day. The answer lies not in the steel or gold my pockets hold, but in the words of ancients, dusty, thin, and cold. I open up the compendium, the forums deep and vast, searching for the knowledge that the foolish heroes passed. 100,000 lines of code I failed to comprehend, a history of mechanics that will surely never end. I trade the blade for stillness, the battle for the book, to find the hidden wisdom that I foolishly forsook. The truth is buried deep beneath the simple starting text. The power is a formula of what happens next. I seek the scroll of forgotten lore. The page is worn and thin. The true fight is not outside, the real ascents within. The wound is paid by knowledge, the weakness cast aside, to master every detail where the casual player hides. Learn the truth, know the code, find the way. The skill rotation perfected, the timing now precise, each mana point calculated, paying the high price. I program simple macros for the sequence that I need, planting the seed of mastery, harvesting the deed. The hours melt like wax within the lamplight's fading gleam, translating complex theory into a flawless dream. I look at my reflection, the hero of the first day gone, replaced by the cold machine that calculates the dawn. The old fear of the monster has vanished from my soul, because I know its weaknesses and how to pay the toll. The complex patterns yield now to the simple practice strike. I see the hidden pathway, the perfect route I like. The novice is defeated, the scholar takes his place, ready now to meet the challenge with competence and grace. I seek the scroll of forgotten lore. The page is worn and thin. The true fight is not outside, the real ascents within. The wound is paled by knowledge, the weakness cast aside, to master every detail the crowded thoroughfare, but see the empty road. My movement sequence plotted, removing every doubt. The mini-map is gone now, replaced by inner sight. I know the spawn timers and the fall of every light. The obstacles I stumbled on in all the days before are nothing but thin air upon the digital floor. I move from zone to zone now, a whisper and a blur, seeing the connections, the matrix, where they occur. The world is now a grid, the creatures are the plot. I know the path of safety, I bypass every block. The vastness shrinks beneath the simple lines I trace. Efficiency is comfort, speed is perfect grace. I am the Waspiel's path, the needle in the thread. I know the future sequences before the servers fed. I see the hidden code, the variables unseen. I am the perfect player, the flawless code machine. No wasted moment, no second loss. The mob patrol approaches, I know the exact pull count. The perfect angle chosen, maximizing the amount. The first spell casts the silence, the second deals the pain. My health bar never drops, my mana is maintained. I sidestep every shadow, I dodge the scripted sweep. The movements are reflexive, the promises I keep. The action flows like water, zero delay or lag. The system recognizes the triumph of the tag. I have eliminated fear, I have destroyed the threat. But where is the wonder that I cannot forget? The danger is defeated, the mystery is gone. Just the sound of the calculator humming till the dawn. I traded pure excitement for cold hard perfect skill, but only mastery allows me to climb the final hill. I am the optimized spell, the needle in the thread. I know the future sequences before the servers fed. I see the hidden code, the variables unseen. I am the perfect player, the flawless code machine. No wasted moment, no second loss. The flawless machine. No wasted moment, no door is shut behind us, the air grows thick and cold. This challenge is the ancient tale the silent servers told. 20 names beside me, each a veteran or friend. A shared fate sealed, a journey to the bitter end. I see the high cathedral, cracked by forgotten walls, protected by the bosses, sealed behind massive doors. The chat is full of silence, the strategy now known. The heavy weight of failure rests upon the throne. My mind, the cold machine, runs through the pole and log, knowing the precision needed for the falling digital clock. The fear is not of dying, but of breaking the attack. To cause the team a failure, there is no turning back. We are the single cog in this perfected cold machine. One error breaks the sequence, ruining all that's clean. We face the anvil of the red, the challenge forged in fire. Our perfect paths are merging, fueled by one desire. I am the Glistadian of the sacred final phase, to hold the line of pixels through the dark and burning haze. Stay focused, stay true, follow the command. The timer counts to 0. The final spell is cast. The aggro's drawn and settled. The movement is too fast. The patterns of the monster are complex and absurd. A dance of 1,000 variables contained in every word. The healers flash their light, the damage dealers strike. I see the health bar draining, the victory I like. But suddenly the chaos of players stands too close. The error ripples outward, the failure everyone knows. The screen erupts in red, the music starts to fade. The perfect run demolished by the one mistake we made. The long run back from death across the endless stone. The silence in the channel, everyone alone. The minutes lost are heavy, the effort now undone. The bitter taste of failure before the night is done. But the leader speaks the order, we stand up and we try. The fear of the mistake will not define us by and by. We face the anvil of the red, the challenge forged in fire. Our perfect paths are merging, fueled by one desire. I am the Trustodian of the sacred monster's health is broken, a sliver of the bar. We push through the exhaustion, no matter how far. The final phase is chaos. The floor is full of fire. The threat of instant failure burns hotter, rising higher. I use the knowledge gained, the rotations now refined, to block the crushing blow that leaves the weak behind. The healer's mana drains, their voices choke with strain. We hold the line of pixels, ignoring the deep pain. The screen is full of flashes, the light is all we see. A desperate final attempt to find sweet victory. Is shaking, its final breath is drawn. This agonizing journey breaks through to the dawn. Push, 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 we pour the power in. The code of the monster is finally wearing thin. The monster falls silent. The system is complete. 100 hours shattered beneath our tired feet. The pixels are a prize. The victory is won. We stand among the wreckage when the final deed is done. The loot is shared, the reward is justly claimed. The name of the fallen tyrant is rightfully renamed. Triumph achieved, the debt is paid. The noise begins to soften, the fire begins to fade. The sheer exhausted silence of the effort we have made. We gather close together, inspecting all the spoils, the rare and potent treasures that justify the toils. The artifact is rolled for the number now decreed, a sacred simple system for the hungry player's need. I see the shared elation, the silent knowing nod. 100 different people united by the code of God. We type the simple words now. Good work and thanks for the run. A tiny digital gesture when the massive fight is done. The friendships forged in fire, the bonds that won't give away, stronger than the code that defines us day by day. We leave the cold cathedral, stepping back into the night. The shared success is fuel for the next digital fight. The monster falls silent. The system is complete. 100 hours shattered beneath our tired feet. The pixels are our prize. The victory is won. We stand among the wreckage when the final deed is done. The loot is shared, the reward is justly claimed. The name of the fallen tyrant is rightfully renamed. Triumph achieved, the debt is paid out.
The portal opens brightly, but the wonder is now gone. I stand upon the threshold, knowing where I'll be by dawn. I see the same 10 faces, wearing the same old gear, the same 2 lines of banter, we repeat them year by year. The map is still vast, but the pathways are defined. The route to the cathedral is programmed in the mind. I check the daily tally, the missions I must claim, play in the same old sequence, addressing the same flame. The challenge is diminished, the mystery is known. I wait for the reset upon the digital throne. The wheel of time must turn, the weekly cycle nears. We conquer this same dragon to conquer all our fears. I know the step by step, now I see the final scene. I am no longer hero, just part of the machine. I rid the repeats of the cold, the victory is void. The same great fight returns, forever unemployed. The rest beats slowly, marking the passing hour, to waste the new reward just to reclaim the same old power. Log in, log out, do it again. Log in, log out, do it again. The boss is not a monster, but a script I execute. I wait for phase transitions, anticipating all the loot. I calculate the danger, but my heart no longer leaps. The system holds the secrets, and the system always keeps. I see the young adventurers with wonder in their eyes, chasing the horizon I have long since put aside. I offer the advice, the road's in perfect line, but fail to share the excitement, for that is no longer mine. We kill the final tyrant and exit through the stone, and find that satisfaction is something we outgrew alone. Where is the joy that sparked me upon the first green hill? The freedom that I crave, that now stands cold and still. I traded all the magic for the cold, precise routine, and found the perfect player is an empty, tired machine. I log out in the tavern, escaping from the light, but the code keeps running, even in the silent night. Of the cold, the victory is void. The same great fight returns, forever unemployed. The wrist beats slowly, marking the passing hour, to waste the new reward just to reclaim the same old power. Log in, log out, do it again. Log in, log out, do it again. Do it I scroll the friends list, the names are glowing gray. 1,000 empty hours since they last came out to play. They chase the same high levels, they face the endless fight, but one by one they vanished, escaping to the light. I remember laughing fiercely through every cruel defeat, sharing the cheap wine when the final boss was beat. They weren't just avatars, not pixels on a plane. They were the voice in darkness, seizing all the pain. I see the cold equation of time and money spent, but friendship is the variable that never can be rent. The code is built to bind us through fear and through the greed, but only human loyalty can plant the lasting seed. The game is just the backdrop, the scenery we use. The final priceless treasures are the ones we
I teleport to zones where we spent the endless nights, teaching the new player how to use their simple rights. I recall the private channels, the secrets that we told, hiding the true person behind the storied bold. They knew my true intentions, my temper and my goal. They saw the grinding darkness trying to claim my soul. The item that I wield now, forged in the raid's last heat, means nothing if I cannot share the triumph of the feat. The challenge is all gone, the goals are far too small. I am ready for the exit, to heed the final call. But I will keep these names now outside the broken gate, the people who were present when I faced my digital fate. The value of the hours is found not in the gear, but in the shared experience that conquers every fear. The bonds that remain are forged stronger than the steel. The memory of the laughter is the only thing that's real. I stand on not little stone, but reach across the wires. The light of true connection burns with eternal fire. But the promise is I stand before the structure I have always run right past, the simplest wooden archway that demands the choice at last. The prompt is clear and silent. Do you wish to disconnect? The question holds the answer. The future I reject. Behind this little portal is the life I sacrificed, the sunlight and the freedom that I foolishly prized. I raise my hand above the final simple key, a silent farewell to the hero I used to be. This avatar, this vessel, born of struggle and of might, will freeze here at the threshold and wait for the true light.
Word calls you back now, the journey's not yet through. There's still a higher dungeon, there's always something new. Your friends will need your weapon, you cannot run and hide.
Don't shatter all the progress, stay here where you abide.
Hooray from the exit gate, the final chance to turn. The false rewards are ashes, the digital bridges burn.
upon the landscape, the castle and the tower, the monuments to effort, the theft of every hour. My inventory is perfect, my armor shines like gold, a mountain of dead pixels, a story now untold. I see the other players still running through the zones, stuck within the repetition, ignoring all the groans. I pity them, I love them, the people I have known, but I must seek the meaning on a canvas of my own. I owe myself this freedom to close the simple task, to tear away the digital persona and remove the noise. You were the world I needed when the real one felt too harsh, a coded complex comfort in the temporary marsh. Thank you for the friendships, the lessons and the pain. I will remember every moment, sunshine and the rain. But the story must conclude now, the last line must be penned. This beautiful illusion has finally reached its end. I walk away from the exit gate, the final chance to turn. The false rewards are ashes, the digital bridges burn. I shut the virtual eyes, leaving the glory and the name. The value is expired, it's nothing but a flickering flame. I choose the light of day, leaving the shadowed screen. I break the cold perfection of the flawless tired machine. Goodbye, digital self. Goodbye. The screen is black and silent, the digital air is still. My hands are heavy, restless, climbing the final hill. The daylight cuts the darkness, showing the dust I let pile up. The real world has no quest log, no perfect waiting cup. I look in my reflection, the lines around my eyes, no experience bar showing beneath the morning skies. I feel the phantom hunger for the metric that defines the constant push for progress I have finally left behind. But the discipline remains, the focus of the mind, the mastery of sequence, the code I left to find. The time I spent was massive, the cost was far too great. but I cannot erase the effort or the journey sealed by fate. The stats are not in gold or glory or items high and rare, but in the self-control I found while standing over there. I run the real world stat check, comparing all the costs. The skills that truly matter are the ones I haven't lost. I carry the best in blind, the lessons learned in fire, the focus of the grind to achieve something higher. I am the player, moving past the screen. I break the expectation of the flawless, tired machine. The list of names is gone now, the voices on the air, but the memory of the alliance is a bond I'll always bear. We fought for fleeting pixels, but we built a sturdy frame, learning how to conquer failure, sharing the success and shame. I take the sense of teamwork, the patience and the plan, and bring them to the challenge of being a real man. The world outside is vast, perhaps more complex and absurd, but the deepest grind of all is finding the true word. The Z-axis prison is breached, the door is finally closed. The story of the hero is finally disposed. I find the true value of the moments I now claim, outside the perfect system, outside the endless game. The grind is never over, but the target is now pure. The freedom of the choice is the one thing that will endure. I run the real world stat check, comparing all the costs. The skills that truly matter are the ones I haven't lost. I carry the discipline, the lessons learned in fire, the focus of the grind to achieve something higher. I am the player, moving past the screen. I break the expectation of the flawless, tired machine. I stand in the I stand in the